game is going to start there. Okay, yeah, so that dragon cancer. We should say probably a little bit about it first.
Yeah.
But you probably know more about the backstory than I do.
Sure, I'll talk about it a little bit. I thought we could also give some of our sort of bona fides.
As people who will be emotionally affected by this
Yeah.
experience, yeah.
So, I'm a dad. I have 2 sons. Jeffrey's a dad.
Got 3 daughters and a son.
Yes.
Garrett is a son.
I'm a son.
Garrett's a person who has emotions. Theoretically, will also be affected by this.
I don't have any children yet. I have puppies, but I'm also a sap. So
I am a sap,
I'm probably a sap.
and I also I have a grandfather who died of cancer. I have an uncle who's in the process.
Yeah, my
We all expect this to be rough.
yeah, my
you're going into
aunt
this-
actually passed away of cancer like 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
sorry to hear
So
that.
yeah, so we're all
know-
pretty close to this subject matter,
Yeah.
and
Did any of you listen to the Radiolab episode on this?
no,
no, I haven't. What did you?
So Radiolab, great podcast if you haven't heard it, but they just released, and it was kind of an interview with the creators and about the game and some of the choices that they made. My fiance actually heard the podcast too, and so this was like the first game she ever talked to me about.
Yeah.
Because it was gaming entering the media she cares about.
Sure.
Headphones recommended. See.
Yeah, so it looks like Belgast is pretty close to subject matter too. So hopefully, maybe by watching us play it, you'll have some distance. Maybe it'll be a little bit easier
we're
to
kind of
take.
hoping as a group, because I have not listened to the Radiolab thing because I have consciously avoided this game, much like Belgast. Like, I've had more so than just like not playing it at trade shows when I had the chance. I actually got assigned this game as an IGF judge
Oh.
and said, no thanks.
Yeah, seriously.
Please pass this on to someone else.
I wonder
I'm not
how
up
many
for
votes
it.
of no thanks they got from judges.
I don't know. I think a lot of people have just like, it's too close and it hits too hard.
I was driving down the road listening to the podcast and bawling in my car, just
And-
listening to the podcast about the game.
And Taylor points out that his mother has recently been battling cancer too. So this has become, as we've moved to a society where we're not all being killed with stone tools all the time. Cancer is one of the major ways that a lot of us, die or lose our family members, or some of the biggest health struggles that we go through in the modern era. And so it's like it's hard to think of someone who this wouldn't touch to some degree or
Yeah.
another. And so
Okay.
so the thing that's tough though is, normally dealing with serious subject matter, I mean, one thing, if you're on the air and you don't want to be, sobbing your eyes out in front of people, you just sort of defray tension with humor. And in this particular case, the subject matter is so dire that it feels like humor is, I mean, there might be cases where it's appropriate, but there's not going to be a lot of those. And so the reason this is intimidating for us is because it's hard for us to imagine putting distance between ourselves and the game and sort of making light of it, which would help us preserve our emotions. We may just be required to dive into it and feel everything. And so, we have no idea how this is going to go. This might be fine, or this might be a sob fest. It's really hard to say.
Maybe we give up and play Dropsy.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe so. Because Dropsy, man, I thought that was going to be a disturbing game, and it was just light and happy.
Dropsy was so sweet and
Yes.
humane and kind. It was not at all what I expected.
Yeah, I expected it to be
Character
just
design goes a long
horrific.
way in there.
Yeah. So,
No, it was really sweet.
all right. So I guess we should get started this game. How long is this game? I mean, will we be able to get through it?
Probably not
No.
in one
Oh,
stream,
gosh, no.
but it's supposed to only be a few hours.
Okay. Well, let's dive
right.
in.
We are all nervous.
We accept your hugs, Vinewood.
Yeah.
We'll need your hugs.
Yeah.
And I
Go ahead and keep eating.
keep eating.
Oh,
We're a duck?
I am
We're
the
done.
duck.
One thing I learned from the podcast is that the laughs in the game are actually recorded from Joel.
Oh Jesus.
But
So this is actually the voice of the child who.
the laughing.
Yeah.
There are some times that Joel will say things, and if it sounds like a coherent sentence, that was actually recorded by their other son, who's nearest in age.
Oh, don't touch the birds. No,
But they're both his kids.
don't touch the birds. No, they're gross. Yeah.
Oh, this is like a home movie, basically. Probably.
Yeah.
So I think I'm not quite sure how I'm controlling it. I think I might be using both buttons. So I point at something I want. I click. And it's interesting. I'm making things happen, but I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing is right and wrong.
Oh, guys, give Joel some bud. Mom, he threw the whole piece.
Well, Isaac, you gotta give him little pieces. He doesn't understand. Here you go, Joel. Here's a piece. Okay, no, you throw it.
Joel's almost 5, right?
Yeah.
Mom, but he can't talk.
It's true.
Yeah.
You always can talk.
Yeah, no.
Why can't Joel?
Joel got sick right after he turned 1.
Kind of slowed him down a little bit, buddy.
So he's just slower than most kids. I think eventually he'll catch up.
You think Joel will read?
Don't need that happening.
Yeah, I think Joel will read eventually.
Oh, Isaac, of course. He's just the way. Because, you know.
Yeah.
Joel's supposed to be a boy, but he's a baby. He's a boy.
Yep, he's a boy baby. That's just about right. You know, there's
So-
lots of things Joel isn't good at, but there's some things he is good at. What is he good at?
Eating, laughing.
Yeah,
What is it making him laugh?
you are good at making him laugh. How do you make him laugh?
I fall down.
Yeah, it's really funny when you fall down.
He's gonna show us what he loves.
Yeah.
Kind of what Isaac is saying kind of reminds me of when I was younger. I had a younger brother who was severely handicapped, and he, there's a lot of things that he couldn't do. Come on in, Eddie.
What does-
There's a lot of things that he couldn't do,
Wow.
and I was convinced that he was just delayed, that he was eventually going to get to, and I would tell him
And the warm, wet
explicitly,
tongues
someday
and
you'll be able to do all the
cool
things that I can
dogs.
do, and it wasn't true.
Maybe this was a
He eventually died, and then he was never able to do any of that stuff. And so it's like, for me, listening to Isaac,
And
having
more
all this hope is particularly,
more.
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, I don't want to talk over this too much.
This full list of words. So few.
I'm not sure where I'm going.
Is it time?
No, but very soon.
Do you think they know? Can they sense it?
None of them know.
No one ever realizes how short the time is.
I can tell this soundtrack is going to wreck me.
Yeah.
What is pain without a word? What is hope without a word for it? Who is God? What is joy? Who am I to him? Dada. Who's that?
Okay, Joel.
Let's tell
Ready?
Caleb that Joel's doing really well.
Set.
Yeah.
Go.
He's been very peaceful all afternoon. Oh, yeah. Who's that? Let's tell Caleb
Ready?
that Joel's doing really well.
I like the decision not to render his
Yeah.
face because,
He's been
especially with the
very
budget
peaceful
they had and
all
everything, I
afternoon.
mean, doing a really
Go.
good human face would have been hard, and anything short of that could have
Right.
undermined everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now they're getting a lot of expressiveness out of their budget. Polygon wise.
Yeah, and they're not undermining it in a way.
Who's that? Let's tell him, Caleb, that Joel's doing really well.
I go try the
Yeah.
other stuff.
He's been very peaceful all afternoon. Oh, yeah.
It's interesting because I'm feeling some of the the impatience of, okay, have I done enough of this? Is this going to be over soon? But I think that's kind of
Are
the
you
point.
ready?
Is, they just made that point about you never know how little time you have,
Go.
and if you know how little time you're going to have with this person, how long should you spend at the playground with them?
Okay, Joel. Ready? Set. Are you ready? Set. Go.
Feel free to ask me if if there's something else you'd like me to be doing. Or...
Sure.
Here comes Joel. Go! Here comes Joel.
So he's still on the swing. He's off the horse.
Okay.
I wonder, is there a certain amount of play I need to do to resolve? Oh, I think I keep clicking when I needed to click and hold. I think it's changing. It's changing where the interactions are going. Yeah, Belgast, I don't think I don't have actually any control over my movement. Like I don't get to.
Yeah, it's pretty abstract to control.
Yeah, I click on an interaction and then it walks me over to do that interaction. See, my left hand is right here. I'm not on WASD or anything. I'm only pointing and clicking. And one thing you learn as a parent is they never get enough of this.
No. There's a joke of the 10,000 rule, which is don't do anything with a kid you don't want to do 10,000 times.
Yes.
Because
Wow.
boy, do you hear the word more a lot as a kid, as a parent. Or he was saying more was one of the only words
That he knew. Yeah.
on that short list.
Yeah. My son, who's just over 1, has got. He doesn't have any words that he actually uses like words yet, but he's got a few sounds that he repeats a lot that sound like words, and so we kind of pretend he's saying them.
Sure.
But his sisters always believe that he means what he's saying. You know, his sisters
Right.
always want to interpret what he's saying as meaning what it means to them. All right. I think.
There's something over on the bench to the left.
Is it? Oh, you know what? I didn't catch it. That's probably what I'm missing.
Hey babe, just got done at the doctor. Now they think that maybe he's throwing up all the time because he has acid reflux. So they gave me a medication and we can give it to Joel, and they said we have to give it at least 3 full days, but that if he's still throwing up after that we can come back. And I mentioned the head tilt thing again, even though they keep saying it's not related, but you always have to mention that one weird outlying thing. So I told them how his head was tilted to the right, but they still say that that's probably not related at all. So I guess we'll just give this a try, and I don't know, I'll tell you more about it when you get home.
You know, what's striking me as very unique about this game is how much of a real family affair it was.
He's in the hospital, so they're
Yeah.
taking care of him.
Like all these
And
real
that's
people
how he
were
gets
really
his
involved with
food?
it. It wasn't
Right.
just.
You know, that's his wife, and that's him speaking, and that's Joel's laugh, and this is all.
It's not like the beginner's guide where you sort of invent fictional relationships to make a point. It's like this is real.
Yeah.
Got these things that are sort of just haunting you.
Did you see the dragon shadow?
I
fly
saw
over
a
it?
shadow. Yeah.
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 Exactly.
This is sort of, the way parents' minds work. It's like when your kid is throwing up all the time, it may really be nothing, but you always think it might be this. Even if your kid doesn't have a history of, you always think, well, what's it going to look like when something serious happens? It's going to look like a normal thing at first. And so every normal thing.
Fear is cancer's preservative. Cancer's embalming oil. And you, O accuser, are fear's oil salesman. You're a snake. A serpent. A dragon with snuffed out coal on his breath, molting, and talons broken from the struggle to free yourself of your own skin.
Sorry we don't have these headphones for you.
That's all right.
Sorry you're not getting the usual warm welcome on Prance, but this is
Yeah.
we're playing a game with some pretty serious subject matter, and it's hard to be quite as jovial as we usually are.
Yeah. Yeah, I know those chairs.
This is the screenshot that. Yeah.
Hey, do you want to rock? Okay, let's rock.
Here we go.
You got your phone on the left.
Oh.
Hey, babe, I was just thinking, do you ever think maybe Joel can hear better than he's supposed to be able to? Because I know, like, it's supposed to be moderate to severe hearing loss, but sometimes, like today, he hears music playing before I do. So I saw him dancing, and I had to look around to hear that a song was playing. And I just don't, like, if his hearing loss is that bad, I can't imagine. I don't know, I just wonder about it. Anyway, call me later. Bye.
We had those kinds of questions about my little brother all the time, where because he couldn't speak ever. Like,
Right, you didn't know what was going on.
Yeah,
The
people-
monitors.
yeah, people would make guesses about, a lot of times my parents, from just long experience with him, would, believe that he understood things that doctors wouldn't believe that he understood. And
Right.
there would be this weird conflict, and he couldn't speak for himself to say anything.
Bio-English, we're 10 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
Not long, it's just after the opening sequence.
So try some of the stuff on the left.
Oh, there it is.
I hate these machines.
I have no idea what I'm supposed to do.
Again, having sat in that room, rocked in that chair, and fucked with that machine.
I've never had this particular. Oh.
Are those the
Those are
tumors?
gloves.
Yeah,
They're gloves.
They're gloves blown up as toys.
It's weird what this gesture can do. I mean, you don't have to be in the middle of anything. You do that to your kid, and suddenly, like, I don't know,
Yeah.
emotions well up. It's a strange thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bio-English, I think that, it's interesting how a big part of the experience you have with this game comes from your expectations, from the way that, they talk about this game in the press, and the way, the way that they explain the backstory of it. Like, I mean, if we came to this game having no idea what it was, we might have been making fun of the duck at first, we might have,
Right.
You know, like-
Whereas I came into this as serious as possible. I think you've got control.
oh
here.
yeah, wow, I can make him sail around. Interesting. Oh, I'm actually trying to dodge the little cancer bushes. That's interesting. I think I have gotten myself into a trap. Can't tell what's gonna hit me once oh, wow.
Oh, did you lose a glove balloon?
You did.
I think I did, yeah. I can't really see well enough to.
But I don't think that's an accident.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either.
Yes, Belgast mentions having seen PET scans. That's what cancer looks like. That is what cancer looks like.
Oh, wow.
Those little tendrils spreading out.
How much of the premise does the game explain in just the minutes?
They start later in his life with a I think what might be genuine dialogue with their older son, talking about him having been sick when he was a baby and
How it
stuff
slowed
like
him
that.
down, and his older son was asking some very
hey,
natural little kid questions like,
I
"Hey,
just
what
wanted
the-"
to take a
Joel
shower.
talk yet?
Is that okay? Are you okay with Joel? Okay, thanks.
And that sort of sets up.
Playing a lot of tricks with which way you're looking.
Yes, they are.
It keeps giving you anxiety, like, where's my
Oh,
baby?
yeah.
Lots of where's my baby?
Oh, jeez, don't tell me that.
What's this?
Today would have been Joel's 7th birthday.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
Yeah, someone in the chat just pointed out today would be Joel's 7th birthday.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Mom France said he can't stick around, and I don't think anyone blames him.
yeah. I feel kind of bad for Mom Francis. He came in here to be excited about some stuff. Didn't realize what we were doing a stream about.
Easy.
You're listening for a heartbeat, trying to find it.
Snatches it out of your hand.
So yeah. I mean, I don't have a lot of control over where it goes. It's basically on a spline. Oh, wait. Am I failing to do something properly? Oh, hello.
You were just supposed to do that until you
Looked for something else?
turned around.
No, Ashley, I didn't. I wasn't able to move the. I was only able to move the stethoscope on a certain spline, so I could take it as far as a dog's neck and as far back as his haunches, and that was as far as I could go. End of treatment party.
And yes, this is a very sad game.
That must be one of their doctors.
I'm sure it was.
What if these are the actual? I don't know.
This was kickstarted, right?
I think so.
It
Yeah.
was.
People talked
He was-
about being backers.
Because those might be like family
Art from
members and
backers.
whatnot. From
Oh,
backers.
maybe so. Didn't they say that there was like 200 or so backers had family members that died of cancer that were somehow referenced in the game?
That might be this.
Yeah.
So I wonder if I can. Oh, I can approach specific ones. Yeah, I bet this is like art by family
Yeah.
members and pictures of family members.
Yeah, I would bet so.
It's just there's so much happiness in a lot of these pictures. You know, it's like people.
Mm-hmm.
This game reflects the mood that we feel about, you know, the mood that we feel about this. But each of these people's lives is actually, you know, was full of a lot of joy too.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. It's actually kind of hard to control. blackout. I can't really control it very easily.
I think it's in that little kitchen there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a glove.
This seems like a good game to have a group in the room for.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. For more reasons than one.
Yeah.
It's frozen. Oh, there we go.
Hey, I'm cleaning up eggs again. A dozen eggs on the kitchen floor again. So we have to get a new lock for the fridge. It's so hard to clean up eggs from the floor. Like, they just spread around and they don't come clean no matter what you do. So I was just so frustrated, but you should have seen them together. They were so proud of themselves. Joel and Elijah just sitting there with their eggs. Isaac said he thinks they want to be cookers. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Yeah, one morning I got up and my second daughter, who was, I think, 2 at the time, had gotten all of the condiments out of the door of the fridge and had lined them up, like in size order, around the entire floor. Like, I was glad that I woke up right then because it was like 6 in the morning. If I'd slept in till 10, who knows what kind of mess there might have been. But yeah.
By the way, if she's like me, she won't grow out of that.
Yeah.
She'll be organizing things with glee forever.
I think that we've gotten a color shift around this corner. Yeah, there's another phone on that table over there.
Oh, okay. She's more of a builder. She likes to stack things. This might be an architect.
Hey honey, we're on our way home from the hospital now. So if you wanted to preheat the oven starting in about 30 minutes, that would work and we could throw in that lasagna. Do you know how they celebrate off treatment day, like when kids are done with their treatments? I guess maybe you don't because you're not in the clinic as much as I am, but on someone's last day, they always bring them a cake and they sing happy off therapy day to you. Anyway, that happened today. I mean, it happens a lot, but today I cried. I just wanted that day so bad,
Oh, it's for another kid.
I just we're not ever gonna get that day. If he's better, we won't know that he's better. We don't get a day. Anyway, okay, call me if you can. There's probably traffic, so I could talk on my way home. All right, bye.
I keep thinking I need to steer, but I don't need to steer. I just need to slide back and forth.
What state's in the corner?
What?
What states?
What states?
The time, 2010,
Oh.
November, December.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, God.
Oh, sheesh. Oh.
You win.
How long is it going to be before we can have some answers? Did anyone ask the doctor?
Okay, is it just the doctor on call, or is this our doctor? Well, because the on-call doctor is just a resident.
Is there a way we can talk to our doctor? yesterday in clinic they were going to let us go. I just want to know what the plan is.
You canceled the treatment.
Isn't it dangerous for him not to get it? I thought he needed that.
I know you're just doing what the orders say, but can I just talk to the doctor that ordered it?
Is he doing a hot cold thing, telling you where to go, or is it just randomly
It's
changing?
just letting him look around.
I think it's just random. I'm just guessing that maybe I need to go
Just
back
day
the
and
way I
night
can.
passing.
Maybe so. Okay, this does not seem to be the way I should have gone.
I'd head back to the end of the hall.
Again,
God,
walking
the art on the
aimlessly
walls,
around
man.
the hospital.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just the quantity.
Yeah. Yeah, Taylor, it's hard.
Oh, the turn is
Okay.
gone. Nothing else around here.
Is this surgical theater?
Oh, maybe so. Taylor suggests this might be a scanning
I think
machine.
he's right, yeah. It's not, or at least it's not the type of MRI that I've seen.
Yeah, I can't remember the kind of scan my daughter needed when.
Maybe a PET scan.
The doctor suggested that she should get her head scanned because her head was as large as mine was when she was a child, and that's just not normal. But she turned out to be fine. But they just seem so small. I mean, these things, they don't build them for children; they build them for adults.
Right.
Hey, it's you again. I love you, my friend. This is my favorite game. Jersey, watch out, started. You touch it right here, and the big lion comes. Not a scary lion. It's so loud. I can roar just like him. Yeah, hear me roar. Why? Don't be afraid. You might want to cover your ears.
Is he talking about the sounds that the machine makes?
Here comes the animals. Pterosaurs is my favorite.
Yeah, I'm lucky enough to. I've had to have my send a CAT scan. Well, that was just for some head trauma that turned out to be totally minor. And it is bizarre to have to keep your kids pinned down like that.
What's the game today?
That Dragon Cancer. We're all really sad and impressed.
You might not want to get on this train.
See you later.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of funny with my daughter because the doctors were so worried about her head size. And after we got her scanned, my wife talked to my mom, and my mom dredged out my head measurements and body measurements from when I was a child.
Sure.
They were like worse. Like I was more of an apple on a toothpick than my baby was, and it was clearly nothing to worry about. I turned out okay.
My stepmom, who is a doctor, upon seeing me for
I'm
the first
activating
time,
these things. I get it.
asked my dad if I was hydrocephalic as a kid.
Yeah. I can make him do tricks.
You know, one of the things that came through in the podcast is that the parents are very religious. They're evangelical Christian, and you can see a lot of that religious iconography and symbolism in the game. But they're never preachy about it.
No,
They're just
it's
representing
just part of their lives.
their experience through their eyes, and I really like that, and I really admire and respect that a lot.
That's a really good point. Because there's definitely everyone has sort of can intuit where the line is there, right? Between insisting that the only way someone can understand your art is if they also share your religious beliefs versus simply representing your experience.
Right. Yeah, and that's all this is. It's just purely, this is how they felt, this is how they thought, this is through their eyes. Even as a non-religious person myself, I can still really connect to that.
This terrible routine. Watching you, waiting for you to wake, hoping you will never remember these days of illness and treatment. One day, I'll bring you here, show you your tiny handprints on the wall, and you'll be annoyed that we all think of you as some big miracle. Cancer will be such a small part of all you could grow to be. You will tire of hearing about it. You won't want to see the cards and notes I saved. And I won't mind at all. I'll hold the memories of this hard day. You just leave it behind.
I wonder if those are other Kickstarter backers.
Or, I'm sure.
Those names aren't random.
Yes.
Well, that's I can't get there now. That's my brother's name, right there. I mean, for him it wasn't cancer, but there was a very similar. Some of these don't have any names. It's just the world is just full of these. Not long ago.
No.
Doesn't really ever disappear.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, shit. Okay, I'm not opening all of these. Is that okay?
It's, yeah. No, I was thinking, I wanted to see them all, and then I saw.
The sheer number. Yeah, I don't think I don't think I can take that. Holy crap. This one seems like it might be special. I think I'd rather go towards the open door than the cancer tree. It's interesting. They first introduced this image in a forest where it just looks like pieces of wood.
Yeah.
And so you just
Oh man.
yeah.
What?
And he doesn't get it.
I think the
Play.
play.
Oh, there it is.
Farmer Bill makes the pig's bacon for breakfast.
That's
really weird.
dark.
Yeah.
Farmer Bill rides the cows to the store for milk.
Farmer Bill has a poor understanding of livestock.
Yeah.
Farmer Bill plays go fish with the ducks. The ducks always win. The horse can type 70 words a minute.
Oh, thanks, Game. Jesus Christ, I did that.
Can you do the one on top?
I don't know. It doesn't have a.
Let me try the pig again.
I need to repeat one.
Farmer Bill gives the pigs piggyback rides.
Every
And then
time
it-
we do one, the sun advances.
Oh,
Mischievous
yeah.
pigs are napping on Farmer Bill's couch. The pigs wash the dishes after supper.
Where can I get one of those pigs?
I'm gonna hear a cow joke.
Yeah.
Farmer Bill can control space and time.
Well, all right.
You don't get a cow joke.
It's not
Whoa.
good.
And what? Oh no.
No. Size matters. If I know how big it is, I can face it. I can size it up.
And it's quite small at this point, but unfortunately the size isn't terribly important. Any recurrence means the chemotherapy has failed. This is a tragedy.
I guess I have imagined it. I've imagined it a lot, but not like this. It's different. I thought I would sob uncontrollably or puke just right on the floor. I thought I'd shake or wail or something. I guess this is shock. Tragedy, he said. That's right. That's the perfect word for this. It's a tragedy. I wonder if he says that every time. He's crying a little. I love him for that. He's not callous, he's genuinely sad. She is too.
So there just aren't any treatment options that are curative.
We're very good at end-of-life care. We're very good at managing the pain and masking symptoms at the end of life.
How long are we talking about?
Prediction time again. No matter what I say, they'll wish it was longer. But sometimes longer is worse. A few weeks to maybe 4 months.
Saying end of life, you should be talking about somebody very old.
Is Nick crying?
How long are we talking about?
How am I gonna hold it together now?
A few weeks to maybe 4 months.
Oh, I think this is letting us see the same moment from someone else's perspective.
Oh, I get it. I don't think I want to spend that much more time in this moment.
No, I don't either.
Oh, miracles are scary.
How long are we talking about?
A few weeks to maybe 4 months.
Science, it's simpler, measurable. I give A, and B, and subtract C, and I get this result, and I can do something to control it. Or at least have the sense that I'm in control of it. But now all we have left is a miracle. And miracles are fickle. They don't always come, and we don't always know why. What if Joel's miracle doesn't come? I hope he lives. I've always hoped. But now I can't do anything but hope. Oh, radiation. At least we can do something. Hope doesn't require signing papers or driving to hospitals or holding Joel in my lap. Hope is for something someone else has to do for us. And when doctors can't, well, it is what Jesus must.
We're so sorry.
Ugh.
I'd like to drink a mom.
And, yeah, bio-English, I have the same thought.
Oh,
Nothing worse than
God,
this.
I do not want a replacement baby. If that was your plan, I am not on board. I don't want some new baby to help me move on. I would not have chosen it. Oh, God. Joel has to live, or I will not love this baby.
Sorry, guys. It's not good.
Am I on?
They've always been clear. Joel's had a recurrence of his tumor.
I think she is, yeah. I think they were sort of having hope for this treatment.
And it's quite common. But unfortunately, these eyes are very important. Any recurrence...
I have thought about that. When you think of losing a child and then having another one, it feels like just the experience would just change everything.
It is only a matter of time before it spreads to several locations. We have already thrown all the chemotherapy we have at it. We can't continue to give them chemotherapy that we know is because there just aren't any treatment options that are clear.
How long are we talking about?
A few weeks to maybe 4 months. We've given you a lot to think about already today. But we're going to have...
Taylor makes a point that when doctors talk to you about this stuff, it feels like you're in a wind tunnel. That they could read you an essay and you would only pick up 1 or 2 words.
It might be a good time to...
Yeah, see what time it is. Yeah, we're about at the hour mark, so maybe we should, I don't know, once this scene resolves, let's call it a day. Yeah, we're out of time for now. But do you guys want to do this again tomorrow? Or is this
Fuck, man.
maybe we just sort of say, you know, if folks are interested in seeing the rest of this, go get that Dragon Cancer, play
by
through
all
it yourselves,
means, get it and play it, and
yeah.
But maybe not by yourself.
Yeah,
well,
maybe not.
we're I mean, we're lucky we can quit this game when we want to start feeling better.
If you were a loved one or going through something like this, I feel for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Taylor says he wouldn't ask us to go through it again either.
Yeah.
So, thank you guys for being here.
Thanks for coming by.
So we will do something else tomorrow. I think probably the new Assassin's Creed Chronicles, something much lighter, less serious. I think they went to India. It's so exciting and exotic. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. And please, yeah, if you want to, support people making games like this and support this family.
Yeah,
I mean,
by all means.
Go get the game, and. That's probably all I have to say about that.
Yeah.
Are we? Anybody else have any last comments they want to make?
Afraid to talk?
Yeah.
Gosh, that was well done.
Yeah. No, that's.
And Taylor, I'm really, really glad to hear that.
Yeah. Actually, that's a great note to end on, Taylor. Is it
Taylor noted his mom finished treatment 2 months ago, and is back to work this week. Her recovery is going really well.
I think we should end there.